All right, what's going on? Just got out of the Backrooms, directed by Mr. Kane Parsons, YouTube famous from his of the same name Backrooms Blender animated series. 20-year-old director, A24, produced the movie, so that's pretty cool. I think he's one of the youngest directors. I think to shatter the #1 box office, I think, maybe. I think he did that record, because I think the last one was Josh Trank with Chronicle, and then the other one before that was Steven Spielberg with Jaws. So I'm pretty sure he's joining that exclusive club of directors. I could be wrong, though, but I think that's what happened. But so, yeah, I do like some analog horror stuff. I'm a big fan of SCP, all the old school creepypastas and all that jazz. I really like the original, first few episodes that I watched of the Kane Pixels animated stuff on YouTube. I really enjoyed that. So I was, decently excited for this movie. I didn't have really high expectations just because it's a horror movie from a YouTuber. But, we're actually getting good horror movies from not unknown, but YouTubers, so that's pretty cool. But there's a okay amount of stuff to like in this movie, and there's a lot to not like. For a first feature film movie directed by a 20-year-old, it's good, but as a movie, enjoyment-wise, I didn't really like it. At some points, I borderline was falling asleep. And that doesn't happen a lot. I don't really ever fall asleep during movies or get tired during movies, but oh my god, when they first went into the back rooms, it just went on forever, and I'm like, all right, we gotta get with the program here. Well, what are we doing? And of course the constant humming of lights. I mean that was just putting me to sleep. So, but I mean, the actual Backrooms itself is just a cool concept. I mean, I always liked reading about it whenever I know they've had multiple SCP entries of the Infinite IKEA, kind of similar things like that. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's cool, but yeah, anytime they kind of went into the actual Backrooms, it just became kind of boring until some spooky stuff happened or you saw the monster, but just way too much of just all right, we're just walking. Not walking levels in a violent nature. Now that movie's just horrible when it comes to walking. But I don't know. I was just actively getting more and more tired. If there was a sleep meter during this movie, it was getting full. It almost happened, but I had to stick with it. Chiwetel, I don't know how to say his name. He did great. He's a great actor. I'm just gonna call him Baron Mordo. So Baron Mordo, I mean, if he wasn't in that movie, it would have sucked. I mean, he carried that. He's such a great actor that even with the script that he was given, he did a phenomenal job. I don't know the actress that was in it. I don't know her name. She did well. She didn't really have that much time to shine, really. It was more of Baron Mordo's movie. But yeah, it's just fun to see him in every single thing that he's in. Yeah, and then it's my same complaint about the Kane Pixels original animated thing. I just want to see more of the async company. I always that's why I love SCP. I love the SCPs themselves, but I want to see the science and stuff behind it, and the guys running the show and all the stuff that they find, because I just think it's always interesting when there's the big government organization that's hiding all that stuff and knows all about it. But yeah, so that was cool that at least they showed that. I wasn't expecting. Jesus Christ. I hate motorcyclists. If you drive one, special place. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, the movie, music was great. That's probably the best thing about the movie is the music. It drones very well. It's discordant droning too, where like, it's not like Silent Hill droning. It's kind of its own thing. Like I don't know. Whoever made the soundtrack, it sounds like what you would hear if you were in the Backrooms, I guess, is what would be playing in your mind. So that was cool to see. But yeah, the story was pretty simple. I mean, I'm not expecting some Shakespearean tale, so it was fine. There was just some parts that I really didn't like. I just thought they didn't really go anywhere. I feel like Baron Mordo's character could have been explored more. They attempted to do it with the therapist, but I just feel like they didn't do it well enough for you to care about him. So even though he's kind of a bad dude that you kind of see a little bit, you just don't care for him. Because even if a character's bad, you know, if they're written well, you'll still like them. But yeah, that's where I thought it was kind of flat. And then of course the monster design, I didn't like the monster design. I thought it was stupid. I know they were going for the Uncanny Valley thing, but oh my god, I just kept thinking of like just the horrible analog horror of like she was stabbed 50 times and this is what it looked like, and it's the worst picture you've ever seen in your entire life. When they showed it from afar, I thought it was neat, but I wish it was the original looking entity, or maybe a more professionally done entity like the wireframe one. I thought that would have been cooler because I like how unnaturally it moved in a couple of the animations. So I don't know, I felt like that would have been creepier to hear like the metal rebar sound like moving around. But, you know, what are you going to do? But again, I mean, overall, you know, shout out Kane Parsons. That's cool that it happened and it's making a lot of money. But, I mean, as a movie, I didn't really like it. I thought I was hovering around a 5, but I just throughout the movie, I just think it has its place at a doo-doo caca plus. Just a 4 out of 10 for the uninitiated. I mean, it's just below average. That's what I would say. I mean, that's what Doo-Doo Caca Plus is for. So, for your first movie, it's not bad, but what are you going to do? So I'm pretty sure the best horror movie ever, I guess, that's what I hear, Obsession, seeing that on Tuesday. So that's going to be the next one in the pipeline here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.